Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he plays one through. That pass isn't the best. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's had it taken off him. Xavi Alonso. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Alaba. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looking here to chip it through. Mbappe! Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
And a chance!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Played out to the left flank. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Valverde. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Valverde. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Camavinga. Now, can he find a finish? Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Camavinga. Can he get it through? And it's Camavinga. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Carvajal. Now Eder Militao. Alaba. Valverde.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Raul. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. And the counter is on. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Isco picks it up out wide. Alonso. No, he's not getting his way this time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. No way through there. Bellingham. Nice-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Carvajal. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldinho. Very nicely done. And he's in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Howson. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
That's a little off target. Now it's Bale. And this is Raul. And he's on his way!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bale goes steaming forward. That's good play. Valverde. And this is Isco.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
He is through here. Isco did well to stay calm there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
El dorsal 15, Griezmann. El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 18, el dorsal
Vinicius
24.
Junior
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
tries
de
to pass it
jugadores.
through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's Isco. And here's Vinicius Junior. Decent chance! Should have equalised.
Vinicius Junior was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is lovely. Little pass back. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Madrid have their third corner. And that has been knocked clear. Played out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's nice.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, important interception. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And it's Bellingham.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's found a way through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Out of play for a throw. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior does well to get it back. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of... Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always back himself because he's got the courage to do all that and then do his bit for the team. And he will always be a key midfield link because of his cleverness, his anticipation and his desire.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And he's picked it up out wide. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Could move up a gear here. Chips it through. And this is Isco. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. Carvajal. And here's Isco. Now this could be a chance. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Arda Güler. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Raul.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Owen, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Belletti. And it's Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Xavi Alonso and Gula, Alaba. Oh, that's a key interception. Some good work on the right flank here. He has found the way through. Oh, such a clever touch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Deep cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Isco. It's going to be another throw. Howson with the clearance. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao does well to get it back. Now it's Owen. Isco. Carvajal picks it up out wide. Carvajal made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. It's a searching pass. Dink through. No, that's been intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. Distributed tidily. Oh, shooting chance! Ambitious ball here. And the counter is on. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Nice looking ball. Bale looking to get on the end of this. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Isco! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Madrid get the second half going. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Carlos. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Roberto Carlos. Gavi. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alaba. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, Bale, será reemplazado por el dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Gavi. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! It's in! And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two. Madrid take the lead. That's a good ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Danger averted for now. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Belletti. Belletti. Can he get it through? Griezmann is wide and looking to get onto this. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
In it comes. Madrid with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde plays a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Now, can they get him away? Now, that's a fine challenge. Madrid have their second corner now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 22 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores.
Now, can they get it back? Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Big chance to get at them. Now it's Owen. And this is Raul. There's no flag. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Madrid with this to level it up. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's on in chance for a shot! He's scored! And they're back in front! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now the ball's gone astray. Guti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, well measured.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Bellingham. He's making a real surge on the left. And it's Roberto Carlos. Carvajal spots it and intercepts. Chouameni. And it's made its way to him. Threads one in. Picked out brilliantly. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, super find. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And he's intervened well there. Brahim Diaz has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. Just 5 minutes left. Gavi. Gavi goes steaming forward. Valverde finds himself offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
This looks promising. Gavi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. He'll try to keep this alive. Showing great feet there. He's got away. Played in deep. Oh, takes a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Diaz. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Chouameni gets a foot in here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bale. Now it's Rodrigo. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's cut it out. Alaba is there to clear. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He's away! Nicely spread. Now it's Rivaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, good spread. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Gets his head on it! And it's a goal! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. De Jong puts his foot on the gas. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Isco.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that's well seen too. And that's put paid to a promising move. Xavi Alonso. And Carvajal. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bale. Now it's Bale. He gets big. It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter.
Chance, surely! He scored! And they're back in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender.